Hi everyone, astrophysicist here. Today I want to talk about one of the biggest and strangest structures in science fiction, the Dyson Sphere. Specifically, how to find one. A Dyson Sphere is sometimes imagined as a habitat, but strictly speaking, it's actually an array of solar panels that surrounds a star. For a star the temperature of our sun, the minimum size a Dyson Sphere could be would still fill the orbit between Mercury and Venus. Dyson spheres are technically possible, but they would still experience extreme gravitational effect. What's more likely is a Dyson swarm, where all the solar panels are just loosely connected. But that doesn't mean it's feasible. About $100 million is required just to make 1 square mile of solar panel, largely because of the cost of refining silicon. Silicon is just beach sand, but it takes a lot of work to turn it into high-purity, energy-efficient silicon crystals. It would take roughly all the silicon on the Earth to build such a thing. Don't worry though, that's only about 25% of our planet by weight. So we might not be there yet, but maybe another civilization is. How would we find them? If you're scrolling TikTok right now, the answer is in your hands. When you use electronics a lot, they get warm. And warmth is just infrared light. Hey, didn't we just launch a big space telescope about that recently? The infrared James Webb Space Telescope could easily search for Dyson spheres. All it has to do is look for stars that have way too much infrared light. Especially if you're looking for something like a Dyson swarm, what you're going to see is a tiny amount of visible starlight and way too much infrared heat. So not only is it possible, but it's actually pretty easy to search for Dyson spheres. Of course, you have to convince NASA to let you use the James Webb Space Telescope to search for alien, and not like galaxies or exoplanets or something like that. So good luck. Tell them I sent you. They love me there. That's all for today. Thanks for listening, and feel free to drop any questions in the comments.